Alright. I got my script. I'm ready to make a new video here for you guys. It's not a review video, but it is top model related. I hope this goes well. Oh, I'm nervous. Wish me luck. It's madness, it's madness, it's model madness, I say. There's just too many things going on in the world. Hey, what's up everybody? I'm back. Wow. I'm Andy Jacobs and I'm back with another video here for you today. As I usually do photo shoot reviews, today we're going to do something else a little bit different. Now today I'm going to dig into something a little dark about America's Next Top Model. If anyone knows the YouTuber Lisa Schwartz, you would know that she just did a video on exposing America's Next Top Model, and courtesy of
thanks that guy named Andy on Twitter for suggesting
I asked her if she would expose it, and she did, and now I'm here with a response to kind of just reveal 5 top scandals that happened after the show had aired. So with that, I think we should dive into these 5 scandals, shall we? So let's start with scandal number 1, and that's Adrianne Curry versus Tyra Banks. For those of you who don't know, Adrianne Curry was the first winner of America's Next Top Model, and she went on to have a somewhat of a successful modeling career. She was signed to Wilhelmina Models and did work for magazines like Maxim, Von Dutch, Marie Claire, and did do some runway shows for Ed Hardy, Christopher Dean, and Jamie Presley. Unfortunately though, Adrianne did not get her Revlon Cosmetics contract. This was because Revlon didn't think that Adrianne fit the image of the brand that they were going for. And she spoke out about that, and because of her speaking out about this, Tyra basically cut her out of the top model family. And Adrianne goes on to say that she's not shown on either the opening credits or featured on the walls of the house the girls live in. It seems very petty and immature for Tyra and company to try to act like the first winner of the show never existed. Like, seriously, I mean, Adrianne's like the Kelly Clarkson of the show, and the fact that she's virtually never said on future episodes or seasons of Top Model. She's barely mentioned. Like, it's ridiculous. It's actually slightly ridiculous. Adrianne does go on to say that all I did was raise my voice, and I didn't get what I was promised. Were they that surprised I would be that outspoken about it? I told them I was sorry about anything hurtful I said. I was pissed. I was not sorry for outing them for their bullshit. So Adrianne did apologize for being a little bit outlandish, but she doesn't take back anything she says. You know, she wasn't promised everything she was supposed to get, and because of that, she backlashed, and Tyra basically retracted and cut her out. Top model family, basically. But to this day, Adrianne's doing really well for herself. She's thriving. She's a big nerd, and I've contacted her a few times on Twitter, and she's seen some things that I've posted and all this jazz, and I think she's amazing. She's actually one of my favorite winners to this day, and one of the most realist winners to this day. So
I'm just gonna have a good life now. A lot is going to change, and it kicks so much ass.
Scandal number 2 that we're going to dig into, and that is about Cycle 8's Renee Allway. Now, for those of you who don't know, Renee, she was second runner-up of her cycle, and she was eliminated because the judges thought that she photographed too old. Now, after the show, she didn't do much modeling after the show, but she did turn to the dark side. Dun dun dun! Oh my god, a model on the dark side. Say what? Yes. So, on June 20th of 2013, Allway was arrested after a 6-hour standoff with police in Palm Springs, California. She was arrested for multiple offenses including drug possession, burglary, committing a felony while on bail, theft, and fraud. She also had prior arrests that year for grand theft of more than $400, grand theft with a firearm, and receiving stolen property. Damn, Renee! Oh my god. And it doesn't stop there for her either. On December 10, 2014, Allway was sentenced to 12 years in prison after pleading guilty to 4 felony burglary counts, 1 count of vehicle theft, 1 count of firearm possession, and 1 misdemeanor count of identity theft. She was dismissed of more than a dozen other counts under a plea agreement. Like, this girl literally now has like a list of all these felonies, and oh my lord. So she's currently in prison right now, serving her sentence, but surprise twist! In September 2016, Allway established a Twitter account where she revealed that she is a lesbian and an atheist. What? Just background, before she got on the show, she had a husband and 3 kids, and now she's a lesbian and atheist. Like, it's just like, that's a 180, but that's like a dark 180, so, I mean, damn. I have no words. That's a scandal if I ever heard one.
I'm so happy. I don't even know what to say. I'm sitting on this beautiful boat and I'm just having the time of my life.
But let's move on to our third scandal, shall we? And it actually has to do with a girl from the same cycle that Renee was on, and it has to do with Jael Strauss. Now, Jael was a very sprightly and a bubbly personality on the show. She was very carefree. Now, after the show, she was thrown an intervention on the Dr. Phil show for her meth and cocaine addiction, as well as painkiller abuse. 6 years after Top Model, the full-blown meth addict, as Dr. Phil called her, was homeless and had turned to stripping to make money. I mean, it's really sad to hear that someone has to go from a normal life to almost living like a really high reality life to just plummeting to rock bottom. And I mean, when this whole thing was found out and aired on Dr. Phil, I mean, like, she was in rough shape. Like, she's virtually unrecognizable, and that's what meth does to you, so. Here's to hoping that she's better today and that she'll be better, because that was just rough. Fourth scandal that we're going to talk about that happened for an America's Next Top Model contestant is, whatever did happen to Angelie Preston? Like, why was she not crowned winner? So for those of you who don't know, Angelie Preston was on Cycle 14 of America's Next Top Model, as well as returning to Cycle 17's All-Star season and made it to the final 3. But she was disqualified, and she was disqualified very abruptly. At the time, the CW only said that they learned information from Angelie that disqualifies her. And it turned out that she had been working as a paid escort for a year prior to filming that season. Like, girl, you don't think they're gonna find that out? You don't think that's gonna harm you or anyway? I mean, that's a thing. Now, in 2014, though, Preston, who was rumored to have won the All-Star season before producers learned about her escorting, sued Tyra Banks for $3 million for breach of contract. Either way, that is just a lot of money going whichever way, and, you know, it's rough, because she basically won. Like, she won, and Lisa was the, you know, winner by default at that point. Alright. Last scandal that we're going to talk about is, do any of these models really get careers after this happens? Like, what is the deal? So, there have been a handful of top models who have gone on to become real working models, booking a campaign, a cover, but most have found little success in the industry after being cut from the competition. Cycle 7 winner Carrie Jean English wrote in a blog post, "The fashion industry has no idea how to market us. Even though we were just named top, our place in the fashion world was at the bottom. The industry many times didn't care about our name, but did turn a snobby cheek to the name America's Next Top Model." So, any girl affiliated with Top Model was not really taken seriously in the real world of fashion. Like, at least is what Carrie D says. But there's only like a few, I think, models, well, not a few, but there are a lot of the models that like don't have a lot of careers. But you can't say that about all of them, because there are a lot. Leela from the college edition, Cycle 19, she's a huge model, especially overseas. I believe in like Italy and Paris. You have Monique, Cycle 16, a very high working model, especially here in New York City. You have Jessica, again, I think she's from Angelie's cycle, so Cycle 14. She's a big working model in LA. The newest winner, India Gann, from the reboot of the season. I mean, she's also a very high working model right now. Alright, well, I think that's all 5 scandals, guys. So, I mean, yeah, we did it! We're making new videos! This is exciting! Hit that subscribe button above if you want to see more videos that I will soon be letting out into the world. Also, make sure to follow me on Twitter or Instagram. I'll leave my handles down here as well as in the descriptions below. All over the place, but stay cool, guys, and I'll see you next time, alright? Oh, I gotta shower. Oh.